I don't know how well this is gonna turn out with the background noise. I already got my workout in. I just came out to talk to you guys because this is usually a pretty area to talk to y'all. Anyways, this week I'll tell you about how my week went, and this will be the last week before my instrument check ride. So Monday was a weather day. It was pretty crazy fog. As a military aircraft, we can take off in 0-0 visibility, but the problem was we do have minimums for getting back in to the airport, and the fog was supposed to extend past when we would be back, so couldn't take off Monday, got fogged in. Tuesday had a potential to be a good day, where we had decent weather to get out, and actually I think it was super clear, but I ended up leaving my CEPs in my pants from the previous day. Your CEPs, I forgot what the C stands for, but it's your ear protection. Basically, they're little microphones that go inside of the foam earbuds that you would typically wear mowing the grass or something, any kind of ear protection. Anyways, so you put those in your ear, then you have earmuffs that go over your ear inside your helmet. Anyways, I forgot those. And those make a huge difference when you're listening to the radio. I just toughed it out. And it's not like I didn't have ear protection. As far as the aircraft noise, I had ear protection, but it was the radios. Talking on the radio without CEPs, it's really hard to hear as clearly as you do with the CEPs in. So anyways, I struggled to hear even what my IP was saying. Clearly, like basically I was pretty quiet. I didn't want to ask questions because I was trying to listen to ATC, air traffic control, and I also didn't want my IP talking over ATC, and I was having trouble with the volume control going back and forth between the two. Anyways, we flew down to Pensacola. Jack Edwards is where we actually landed, and that was actually a pretty cool flight. You kind of parallel and fly over parts of the beach coming into Jack Edwards. So that was a really neat flight. If y'all are coming to flight school, try and talk your IPs into taking you down there. In the 72, I think you can barely make it. In the 60s and your advanced aircraft, you probably can make it. All right, Wednesday, we went to Montgomery, and I thought Montgomery would be this huge airport with a huge terminal and stuff like that. But it wasn't. It was actually a pretty small airport. We flew IFR to Montgomery with a guest IP. He was really awesome. I had flown with him before. It was the first time for my stick buddy, so he was nervous, but he was pretty laid back. Wasn't like a jacking with you the whole time. One thing to know when you get into instruments is you will switch seats. This whole time in flight school you would have been in the right seat, but at this point you're going to switch to the left seat. And it's interesting because when you learn where all your switches are, you actually learn them relative to where your body is. So if the switch is right here next to my head, when I switch seats, I still think that it's right here next to my head, but it's actually across on the other side of the console. So if that makes any sense. Thursday and Friday were both simulator days. These days were for recovery from unusual attitudes when you're IMC, and they're very strict about cameras going into those places, so there's no pictures or anything of that stuff. But they're pretty advanced simulators, and they work pretty well, especially compared to the civilian stuff that I've seen. Alright, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you come back next week, and you can find out if I passed my instrument check ride. Add me on Instagram right here. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week.